On an article about the new Yakuza game using Denuvo. Crap that will continue to happen on PC this year. More bad ports on PC, more Denuvo in PC games. BS nonsense in new games. Don't forget the less than 1% getting overrepresented and portrayed as morally right. And the media pretending lesbians are a real thing, even though it's just two women seeking comfort after a failed relationship with a male without any attraction. Gay men exist, lesbians do not, no matter how much the media pushes this. Yep, never ever seen a lesbian in my life. It's true. They're legends. Favorite? Non-American detected. Ha ha ha, Canadian. In my case, I actually lived in Canada for all 4 years of my college, but I'm an American actually. Okay. Didn't marinate for 12 hours because my boyfriend and I don't live together. I was cooking this at his place and wasn't going to show up in the morning to set up. We've been dating for almost 3 years, so we have talked about moving in together, but he wants to live in Brooklyn Heights and that's too far from work for me. Say what you want, but I also enjoy having my own space. Subbed honey with agave nectar because I'm a millennial. Will be making again. You do not need to say all that. I recommend converting to veganism. It's healthier and better for the environment. Here are some easy ones. Beans and rice chili pasta. I can make a vegan pizza from scratch in less than 30 minutes with a toaster oven and it's moi, and I only buy organic. I'm good, thanks though. I shake with cringe when people like OP post their pet's name with no context. Banana is so funny. I named my cat Banana. Isn't that so quirky? What's the point of smoking cigars if the smoke isn't meant to be inhaled? My wife don't swallow either. That sucks. And so does your wife. And that's it, apparently. Okay, next post. Tell me more about the meatballs. Was sitting with my wife at Coast Pizzeria in North Myrtle Beach at about 2:30 when suddenly, boom, the place shook like there'd been an auto accident outside. Suddenly someone said, "They shot the balloon down." We ran outside to the parking area and found everyone looking up and pointing. Here's what was left of it, but onto a tasty meatball sub at the best pizza place in the area. Try it. I sure hope the Chinese got the address to this place. Xbox or PS5? What would you choose? PC is not an option. Depends on which controller you prefer to hold for hours on end. Back in my day, we read books. No one fucking cares. You charged me the wrong amount. At Walmart the other day, they tried to overcharge me for my weekly 50-can order of SpaghettiOs. I noticed they had scanned it 51 times in error, those devils, while I accidentally had one of my medically predisposed anal seepage flare-ups right as I was about to exit the scooter and left a rancid chocolate puddle on the seat they had no choice but to clean up. Alright. Toy store. Customer, I'm looking for a toy that will help my baby learn to count, but will also haunt him for the rest of his life. Me, I got you. We have someone dog, white male poodle, come and get it. That's not related at all. You have 1 hour to eat all of this. Who do you choose to help? I wouldn't even attempt it. Can barely eat because of everything that's gone on. F, hate falling in love, never want to do it again, stay single, and you won't get your heart broken. That doesn't have anything to do with eating candy, Lucy. Mad night out. You call bingo a mad night? Lamau, my mad night is 3 fights with people getting stabbed, getting searched by cops, and then getting drunk and partying and going home to a girl. That sounds fucking lame. Don't care what it looks like or if the paper's soft and mild. I'd never flushed anything I truly care about. Some folks' values are way out of whack. I don't go to university, but just wanted to sat how proud I am of my girlfriend. She's in her final year, been through mad shit and still bossing it. Damn girl, sit on my face, I love you. I'm about to turn 26 and I've never been face-to-face friends with a girl, let alone freely, intimately played with one. I'm gonna assume the title of this post is Dave Grohl showed up to our barbecue, which would make sense. Dave Grohl is literally the coolest motherfucker on the planet. So, you know, I'm just saying, I love Dave Grohl. Anyways, I remember Dave set up a couple of smokers to make barbecue for the firefighters battling wildfires in Malibu back in 2018. Legit good dude. When there's a lot of smoke in the air, the last thing I want to eat is barbecue. r/Nobodyasked. See y'all tomorrow. Got to go dig out my driveway now so my low-riding Audi can get out of it, lol. No one cares. I'll never use it. Yesterday and the other day we had the first time in about the morning and evening of a different day of the day I have not to... Oh, fuck. I have to not trust them to be honest, and I will be back to you with her endo, and I will be back from her next month as she will be friends without her leaving for the bold, and she will be friends without me and my family, and I have been thinking. What the fuck are you talking about? A look inside Manhattan's Billionaires Row. I live around here. I'm super rich and part of the 1%. I'm sure you are. Good job. Why don't my mom's Christmas cookies ever taste like my mom's Christmas cookies when I make them? Blank, tell me your secrets. Try and be a little more sensitive to the people who didn't even have mothers who baked them cookies. My mother, for instance, was an alcoholic and a drug addict, and ruined most of my holidays growing up. It is very, very painful and frankly sometimes downright insulting to the kids and now adults who didn't even have adequate parenting growing up. I'm frankly sick of these gushy posts. You're happy and your parents love you and mine don't, so I'm gonna make it your fucking problem. Jesus Christ. Man, they cut my cord. Consider yourself lucky. I have my foreskin and I love it. Keeps the stank in. Alright. Played 7 Day to Die with my bro for 2 weeks straight, literally 2 weeks straight. Craziest time skip of my life, zero regrets, would do it again. I've closed a multi-million-dollar in 8 days, just saying you are losing the I'm a 30 years old virgin and I want to have a girlfriend. Yeah, I like Dead Space too. I find it difficult to believe that only classical is helpful for focus, but similar compositions from before or after that specific date range don't have any positive effect. Middle school me armed with a Gershwin cassette from my grandpa, a 2-pound bag of sunflower seeds, and an hour or so could blast through weeks worth of work just cause Rhapsody in Blue made me feel industrious. You thought sunflower oil was just for cooking. In fact, you can use sunflower oil to soften up your leather, use it for wounds, apparently, and even condition your hair. Thanks. Tip for newlyweds. Send a wedding invite to every billionaire whose address you can find, because it's a 50-50 chance their assistants just send you a perfunctory gift without ever wondering who the hell you are. Okay, has anyone actually tried this? I haven't tried this, but I've licked another human's rectum, so... These kind of comments are just random equals funny. They're not funny. Someone just shared a pic of their tattoo. When I was in 11th grade, I went on a date with a girl that looked really similar to you. We met up at the park and sat and spoke really awkwardly to each other, and then it started raining, so we went under a tree. While I was in the middle of my weird-ass statement, she just grabbed me and started kissing me. We made out for like an hour, and then I walked her home. We made out some more, and then her the dealer passed by. I didn't know she did that stuff. The next day, she said we're better as friends. Last I heard, she's satanic now. Are you trying to get at tattoos are satanic? Am I satanic now because I have one, a little tiny one on my wrist? Hi, just trying this recipe for the first time, since my ex-wife did all of the cooking. Lucky guy, I know. The only problem was I didn't learn a damn thing, plus she wouldn't teach me when I asked. Any guess why we're divorced? Married 10 years ago, together for 17. Yikes. 5 out of 5 stars, I made it with my cheating boyfriend. Unfortunate I made it with my boyfriend who was cheating on me, but great because it awoke a great passion for Legos in me. A Lego. I grew ovaries and they exploded. Such cuteness. That's funny, Matt. I had a son named Matt. He passed. Have a good day. Okay. OP asked what scenes people skip in a rewatch, so this person talks about their Crohn's? Plenty of people here skip the entire episode, so I don't think it's weird to skip a B-plot with no meaning at all, haha. That's extremely weird to me. I also have Crohn's colitis, alright? I also think it's psycho to skip scenes and episodes, lol, but I'm so curious what that has to do with Crohn's. My one friend who does skip parts of the episodes, we were friends before I knew this, otherwise it might have been a deal breaker. Also, it has Crohn's, so I'm just not seeing the link, lol. I just have to tell people I have colitis/Crohn's so they can't yell at me because I'm disabled. P.S. Lose the friend and get 3 meerkats, please. Just because you're disabled does not mean people aren't going to yell at you. About an airplane on an airstrip. I could recognize that airport anytime you asked me. Santos Dumont at Rio de Janeiro. But we didn't ask, r/nobody asked. I mean, I think it's kind of impressive recognizing an airport just by looking at the airstrip. I mean, it depends how much was seen. If it's a very obvious, you know what, fuck you. I wish I had snow. I wish I had snow too. I've never seen a snowy weather IRL. I solemnly swear to never speak to a man ever again. Gonna bawl my eyes out real quick, okay? Betty White is alive and well in many neighborhoods across the country. That's the kind of marriage I want too, but apparently I inherited my father's super dry sense of humor, and people get their feelings hurt all the time these days. I mean, I don't say any nasty things, I just kind of use that dry British humor. My father was from Wales. Maybe I should move over there and people will understand me better. Plus, this is the day and age of online dating, and online dating is a scourge upon the earth. I'd like to go to a place that has small villages and less technology. Be that Great Britain somewhere in Europe, the lower Americas, somewhere in South Pacific, I don't care. Wow, this went from Betty White to something way less interesting very quickly. Sometimes I genuinely forget The Office wasn't actually a real documentary. Me too, to be honest. My mom weighs 400 pounds because I feed her 50 Big Macs a day. I think you would, like, die on the spot if you ate, like, 10 Big Macs at once. Performance car audio. Are y'all doing any Labor Day sales? No, we didn't give someone herpes. Matt Smith all smiles as he reunites with ex-girlfriend Lily James in London. Lemon cheesecake is one of my favorite desserts. Thank you, Adrian. Just showed my 30-year-old wife this movie. She really enjoyed it, and they should absolutely have done a Clue-themed episode. Also, y'all might appreciate, here's a list of movies I've exposed my wife to over the last couple years. Batman, Batman Returns, Caddyshack, Ghostbusters, Stripes, Heat, All the Rockies -5, Terminator 2, Blues Brothers, Blazing Saddles, Young Frankenstein, 2001: A Space Odyssey, All the Wars in the Stars, and many more I can't even recall right now. She saw so many iconic scenes for the first time. Cool. Considering we had condoms in front of every RA's room in my dorm building, this doesn't seem very far-fetched to me. Oh my god, just seeing the letters RA together takes me back to such a beautiful time. She was 26 and gorgeous, long black hair and dark mischievous eyes. God damn, I still think about her sometimes. I looked like Brad Pitt back then, and at least that's what people told me. I was 18 and athletic and handsome, and I had my whole life ahead of me. I had my bag packed to go to my friend's parents' house in St. Louis for the long weekend when she whispered, "You can stay with me for the weekend." I don't think I've ever felt as peaceful as I did that Saturday afternoon, laying on the bed with her flipping through those magazines with MTV playing videos in the background while the snow piled up outside the window. Sir, this is a Wendy's. Catsup. My penis is large. Okay. This piece of shit has not lived at this address for months. I kicked him out after he stuck his dick in another woman. He's a liar, cheater, and a coward. Oh, and his new girlfriend, the attorney, couldn't win a murder case that was handed to her on a platter because she's a whore. Bottom line, this asshole doesn't live here anymore. Thanks. Yeesh. All you had to do was say he didn't live there anymore. Am I the only one who smells my toilet paper after I wipe? What the OP was asking for suggestions of what to bring to a Super Bowl party. Nothing. Football is a dangerous sport and I do not get pleasure or am entertained watching grown men in tights chasing a ball getting dangerously injured while the government continues to strip us from our rights. I shitted my pants. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make my booty shit. I apologize. I shit my pants. Yeah, see, 24 downvotes. It's not funny. It's just random. Not sure what this has to do with Harry Ford, but good for you, man. Harry Ford, is he British? Both of his parents are, apparently. I played in a travel wooden bat league for adults when I was stationed in England. When I had other time off, we'd go play games in other cities in England. It was a pretty decent league. One team had this 16 or 18-year-old kid who was a great pitcher, but he hung a slider and I drove it up the middle floor, a BH. Also, this Venezuelan guy played for the team in Liverpool, and he was like Greg Maddux, if Greg Maddux never hit his spots, but still threw good breaking stuff. Needless to say, the British are as good at baseball as the US is at soccer. On a post about wheelchair accessibility. I still remember when they invented chocolate, sweet, sweet chocolate, always hated it. I see what they're going for. Yeah, funny. Been looking around for ages, every cabin, every shaft, every building, under every bed, over every roof, under every bridge, inside every fridge, inside every grave, inside every mind, yet I still can't find whoever asked you. Oh boy, just own up to it. When I did weight training until 2021 and regularly ate 6,500 calories, I shit myself at least 2 times a month. Once on the way to the gym, I had to change my underpants at McDonald's with a shitty ass and went home again. Shit happens. Okay. Under a video of a cute dog. This is cute. I actually know a barber who shaves pubic hair and transplants back on heads. Yep, my mate had armpit hair transplanted on his... You could have just stopped it at "this is cute." Health-wise, is it more important for men to lift more weights than women? Not for Americans, we just buy a gun to prevent death from people. Alright, we got this Marvel Studios trailer for something. I am surprised how underrated Amazon's LPA23X is. It affects every human on the planet, so I'll write that here in case you didn't know. Times are going to change and we can either be part of a positive change or leave everything as it is, but that doesn't what are you talking about? Why would you waste the time in your precious short life to write this comment under a Marvel video? What? This literally made me cry. This was such an amazing thing to do. I just ate lit cigs in negative 35-degree weather with no shirt on in a vid. Cool. On a recipe video making an inside-out chocolate chip cookie. You need some real food. It looks hella raw, and what makes it inside out? Being raw, I guess, makes it inside out, and your stomach will be inside out eating that crap. It baked, not raw. I can make this for a whole family. Really wish my daughter can start getting some child support too, or find a good man to support me for life and get good communication as a family. Who cares? Comment on a completely unrelated post. Better than Delta's 8-hour hold time or Delta's 5-hour helpline. Our Delta's helpful, we're sorry, but since the flight was canceled due to weather, we don't need to comp you with a hotel waiver, blah blah blah, but we'll strand you in Detroit for the 48-hour grounding, and then you go rent a car from the shuttle service at Detroit, and they don't fill their antifreeze up. They give you a whitewashed, mostly water, so your hood freezes up on your cross-country journey back across the country. Long story short, Delta, you. I have a feeling this guy's not a big fan of Delta. I have 12 ear piercings, did most of them in exam halls in my teens. Safety pins are the way to go. Only professional piercings out of a current 17, had more in the past, were my tongue and eyebrow. Haha. Just remembered all the tattoos we did with hypodermic needles and Indian ink from the art department. Good times. I also have a pentagram on the small of my back from a couple of mates pinning me to the ground and carved it using a compass point. Oh, to be a goth teen. We had the best fun. I used to sew my lips together in double textiles. Haha.